Everyone appears to be present and counted for. Good. Have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal equated to us by Hadlin herself. Your query's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of the Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable ultima Thule. Oh, indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule. But the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess a ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyperhopper into your aether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean... Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the forum. Oh. Hearing the Lollipop's proposal, the forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the forum was swayed by the simple fact that Highland believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Highland's own making. Therefore, in the 11th hour, she would prefer another means by which we may seek salvation. We would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Highland, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glaciers, nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Oh. Are the Lollipops too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we say we are born of Highland's love for Aetheris and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. Oh. And you most certainly have need of our expertise where you are going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life. And otherwise, fixing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Highland chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you a crystal only written the cipher? Oh. But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetheris until you brought us here, Urianger. And now you're enamored with the place, So what choice do we have but just save it? Oh, I'm gonna start crying already. Of course, none of this is possible without you and the science. So I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Oh my gosh, everybody looking to me. I do if everybody be alive, okay? Because I can't handle lose anyone. You couldn't stop us if you try. We were the final days, whatever it takes. Ah, Gara. Oh my god. Very well. We shall inform the firm of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the arc with the hyper hope. The lollipops will coordinate with the Isabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Purple. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. Oh, for now, pray, take yours easy. To seem there is not to do but rest and prepare, shall we? Oh, Stola! Please, please. Are we the part? We must leave nothing undone. Quite thought it is difficult to convince of how we can best prepare to brave a domain where dynamism governs all. Nevertheless, Hydaelyn deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any of feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteon as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tatooine. If all goes to plan, we will be back before you know it. Yay! I certainly hope so. We'll be preparing for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the dynamics for the better. With the saddle, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. The evening's over? It is. You were in there for so long, I started to worry what did they have to say. Oh. We're going to kill Meteor and bring everybody's back. The edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and we will return. Yes, Tataru, they will. Everybody. Actually, Hestia, could I borrow your for a moment? Looks like our plans for the interior are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldigian Annex. All right? Come with me to the Agora. Agora. I have something to show you. Welcome, Hestia, to Tataru's boutique. I've always done my best to provide the scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the aura of light. Which light? There's no light anymore. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an assemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But the inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity to just begin to be sized. With the help of some taverns refuse, I decided to set up a shop here in Sharian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of your works. Perish the truth. Aww. Let's come along. Everything is in order, Mr. Statue. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Sure. Cannot be skip it. Right. Oh, I did not expect to find you here. Oh. To find you here. You're gonna say. Here. He has his accent. I imagine that Hannah would also wish to offer her regards. As after delivering our dragon's scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the afterburner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlian, while I oversee matters in Hadzahan. It is a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It always allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Varshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at least return to Hudson, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settled, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It is an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about Tavernian's craftsmanship. The resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. Aww. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mr. Stephen. Before coming here, I hear word of Foron's decision of what will soon be attacked. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You generate unto the heavens to protect the light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to this star. Oh. Hmm. And you should be honored to receive you. There is still much of Hazahan you have seen. Yeah, I cannot fly there yet. I did, yes. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. For you, well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Oh. Aww. Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Ah. Hestia, old girl. My, whatever are you doing here? I love how your character does their best to turn away from him. And the boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair. Perhaps be free. A man of my station. I also made him eat Archon wolf. Old girl. Yeah, he called me old girl. As this work with how trivial I must be here in Charlotte. Thus do I toil, for every fiber of my being rails against it. Why I've even suffered the company of the brute seeker to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted at leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead of his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with the extra buzzwork. And without honor it here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here to the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. As the Chardon delicates I sample were lacking in every respect. Let's go for the loaf. And the loaf is the bread that is made from fish and tastes awful. Ah, sounds sophisticated. Ah. Is you gonna try in front of me? Thank you for a suggestion. With a full belly, I dare say I can endure this purgatory, if only a while longer. Ta-ta, oh girl. Ta-ta. Uh-oh. If you do the Culinary Alchemist quest line, you help make an even worse version better, but you try it. I'll send you a screenshot of Lynn's reaction on eating panel. Okay. Well, is that Hestia and Tetra I spy? I spy with my little eyes. Oh. Sent it. Oh, we're gonna take a look. Thank you, Marin. Hi. Hanka, what are you still doing here? You say you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would Square an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Or not, I will return straightway to Kugani once I have finished. Of course, you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. Okay, let me see Lynn's reaction. Take a look. Oh, funny. Oh boy. Thank you, Marani. She wants me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I'm not blind to the travels trading of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from Rome. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devotedly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There is a lot more I can do to help ready to the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bocario Inn. Accommodations are quite costly, give the reputation of say establishment, but the East Aldenard Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. Lemon cakes. A woman of a third taste, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes as much more. The finest delicates the world and Lord Lolorito have to offer. Let us speak more of this upon your return. Lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next week. Gonna be the next. Oh, he's there eating the fish cake, huh? Oh, Hestia, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Oh. Well, Tatu! Big Switch! I take a work of the art proceeds a piece. It does indeed. Collaboration with the greatest minds of Charlian and the Hadzahan has been a rewarding experience. And that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the lollipops. Oh! The arc is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless one more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before you came to Charlie and Alpha. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need. And I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing, though, too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the scions are the catalysts that speak the need for these great innovations. To think how much I've out on uh, missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being working like a card chocobo. Mhm. That's it. A busy was within. I wish there was more we could do for you, Hester. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for the bright future. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with the refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tattoo. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies together before we return. Terrible sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Ah, we have a poncho. So pretty, pretty. Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsu V from Polika's stand. I remember her. I saved her life, right? Yeah, I think so. Oi? Oh yes, this was you who helped at us at Prusa. And again when crossing the ice fields. Was it not? I doubt we exchanged a little more than glances then, but it's kind of you to remember me. Yeah, I remember her. Thanks to Mr. Satoru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whatever we will come to call this place home or return to the tavern, but we are here today and are glad to have contribute to the cause. We contributed they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they will keep you safe in the battle to come. Oh. Gods to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the walking sands. From the rising stone to the falling snow, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar. You're always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Gara was there to grant you sanctuary. I will never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Oh, yours has been a long, long journey, and I have been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you preserve it time and again. For all the joy we share, there has been much sorrow as well, but I have long since learned that you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the sea of the stars with a smile. And you can be certain I will be the first one to welcome back when you're returning. Oh. Oh. Galen! Oh my gosh. All right, so what I do here? I have clothes, new clothes to buy. In addition to our new ensemble, we have remains and weaponry, all right, for every need. So please feel free to yourselves. You may now retain job-specific gear. Woo! All right. I realize you still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you in longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself, and that the other can as well. They say they were returning to the Baldasian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decided to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with the Cryo first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. We're back. I take it that you received your gift from Tether. I did. Look. It was a surprising long in making, with many long hours of offering to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realize it, and with a great success. If you're looking for the other, they've already taken their leave. Stola, Tancred, and Oyanger have gone to the last stand for a bit to eat. Alice and Garatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at AMANO. As for Alfna, the nice thing, well, they like to pay a visit to the Leveler Estate. But Einstein seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last tent before Stola and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into the battle fatigue mess. So do remember to get a good night's sleep. Hestia, can't you make our trio a quartet, have you? Please have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Oh.
Your business with Chitauri was finished?
Yes.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
True.
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Yeah. Me too, Stola. Me too.
Ultima Thule.
Cool.
where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Aww.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone.
Yeah.
We've both changed much since then, have we not?
Yes.
We've come far together.
Oh, I will.
And if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Asians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after.
No. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, look at her. So pretty. Thank you so much. That's pretty. Oh, thank you. I like the one of our faces also. Oh, nice. Thank you.
But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
That's why the twins not here.
To victory.
Yes, Tancred. Because they have alcohol, and the twins cannot drink alcohol.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Oh my god. Why they doing that? Why? Oh. I don't know what's gonna happen and I wanna cry already. I think I know what's gonna happen. I can imagine what's gonna happen. Oh, Jesus. Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Urianj. And dare say the others would welcome your company as well. If you can find them, that's it. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. They're sleeping! Ah! Oh.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come.
Aww.
Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Oh. Oh, she's so cute.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... Wait. What What am I?
Yeah.
Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word. I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Ah. It's Final Fantasy is not a good ending. There is no happy ending. I know that.
Oh. What brings you here?
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
Oh.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
I love you, now.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks.
Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Ah.
No, I'm not. And I'm proud of that.
Ah.